So I'm about to go and record this TDT where I have to compare two local ecosystems and habitats. So I've chosen to go to Swanee Ponds, which is a local pond, and also Baxter's Park, which is quite close to Swanee Ponds, a little bit down the road, and to see if there's any differences between the two ecosystems. Contrasting two local ecosystems. So as you can see, we're at our first one, which is Swanee Ponds in Dundee. So there's two sort of bodies of water. One is more of a duck pond at this side. So we've got some different species of duck. As you can see here, we've got some mallards, we've got the female and the male. I'm not entirely sure what this one over here is, the black and white one, but we can always Google that when we get home. As you can see, there's many seagulls over at the back because the man over there is feeding them bread, so they're a bit greedy in there, all trying to get something to eat. But this video is going to show the food chain basically at Swanee Ponds, the negative and positive effects that human life have on plant growth and animal life here, and also factors which can influence plant growth. Human factor which could influence, a negative human factor which could influence plant life and animal life here at Swanee Ponds is the fact that there's quite a lot of litter. I'm not entirely sure if you can see at the moment, but I'll attach some pictures to this video showing there's lots of crisp packets and things like that which could kill wildlife if they were to get it wrapped around their neck, and it could also stunt plant growth. The factor which affects plant growth in this particular ecosystem, as you can see, there's signs and warnings for it, is the red scum which grows in the ponds. So this can effectively kill all the different organisms and things which live in this water. However, as you can see, it hasn't really affected the ducks and the seagulls that live in this pond. So you can see the mallard ducks, are male and female, and we can maybe have a closer look at what they eat. Ecosystem, the food chain is as follows. So we have the sun first of all, which transfers energy down to the algae and in particular bog bean, which is then eaten by tadpoles, which are the babies of frogs basically. And tadpoles are then eaten by the mallard ducks, which are then unfortunately can be eaten by, although really mallard ducks are seagulls, but here somewhere there's a female right there. They can survive on the bread as well. People like to come to the park, to the ponds, and feed the ducks bread, so that's another way that they can survive. The Scottish Government would like learners to explore the rich and changing diversity of living things and develop their understanding of how organisms are interrelated at local and global level. So basically what we're trying to do is prove that birds here and also plant life depend on each other to be able to survive. So for example, the ducks need the plant life in the water to be able to survive, to be able to live, and then what do the plant life, what do they need to survive? So we're looking at how the food chain works and how different organisms rely on each other for survival. So some girls have just came with some bread for the birds, and as you can see, it's pretty mental. What we found out at Swanee Ponds was that the ecosystem is quite suited to the environment that it is. So there are many different algae, there are many different swans and ducks and things that are all cohabiting the pond together. There are also ways in which humans are making an impact, but we're now on to Baxter's Park.